Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the latest edition of the Drew Media Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. This is your one-way sports talk, and of course, I'm Andrew Perry, coming here live in Andrew. Thanks for tuning in. We got a quiet show today. We got casual baseball, of course. The Open happened, and Jordan Spieth, what a unbelievable comeback he had. But I want to get a little personal a little bit before I get into my sports talk. After a week and a half, for the reason why I've been out. If you heard my radio show last week Thursday, I did say I was going to be out because I'm going to be working I have another assignment this past Thursday. So that's why I've been out for the past couple of days, and the weekend has been rough. For those of you who don't know where I work at McFadden's at City Field. It's a real cool place. It's a real I would say your local bar, mom and pop shop, and if you get a chance, it's a really good spot. You know, you have restaurant, you can watch the game, TV all over the place you can have. But for the most part, it's a very, very fun atmosphere to work with. So I really enjoy working there. But at the same time, you have so much fun there, you forget that you work there, that you have a job to do. But for the most part, it was fun. What I don't like is, yes, I'm gonna put my manager on blast. I didn't like the fact that this weekend, because usually I get off late sometimes when I work. When I work, usually I get off really, really late, and I get home very, very late. This past Saturday, I got off around 2:00. They get home till 5:00. Now my boss want me to get back to work, start working at 10:00. Remind you, I just literally clocked out at 2:00. The train didn't come, and if you live in the New York area, you know how the trains run late at night. But anywho, I reached home late. I was trying to catch as much sleep as possible. I was thinking that the boss was going to let me come home late. No, I got the 11. Okay. And then he told me, oh, I have a responsibility, this and that and the third. Oh, I should have called and texted him. In that case, he was right. I should have called him. But man, I was so tired and so ticked off that I didn't want to say nothing to him, because the whole point, the bottom line is this. He could have scheduled me. I would have wished he would have scheduled me for 12, but that didn't happen. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, and that's how life is. We don't like it at times, but gotta learn to deal with it. But in the end, I got a week rest, so I could talk to you guys, because I think you guys are the best. But anywho, enough of that. Let's just move on to sports, shall we? And we heard a lot. The Yankees won a series for the first time in a month. And they made some moves nonetheless. Getting a familiar face, which is David Robinson, which in my opinion, they should have never traded in the first place. And what the Yankees just did, they made their bullpen very, very deep, where you don't have to rely on Chapman. You don't have to rely on Potences. And hey, they did the right thing for trading Tyler Clippard, because Tyler Clippard Tyler Clifford, let's be honest, he's not that good. He's not good. Let's just call it the way it is. And it's gonna make they deeper. Joe Girardi could mess around with the bullpen and go deeper. And the Yankees are now, they went from a 5 back to now 2 back of the division, and they can really make it interesting as the season goes along. And they took as I mentioned, they took a series from the Seattle Mariners for the first time in a month. It feels like they haven't taken a series in forever, but good for them. They went to the West Coast, and now they back home. Now they back home and in progress. They're facing the Cincinnati Reds. That's already underway. Now for the Mets. Yes, they took 2 out of 3 from Oakland. Let me just say this. At some point, if you're Terry Collins, in my estimation, you have to, if you're going to really catch up to 500, they cannot, and I mean cannot, continue give the ball to Rafael Montero. In this season, 9 of the 10 times when Rafael Montero takes the ball, they lose. And when I saw that Rafael Montero was pitching yesterday, I say to myself, even though the Mets made it interesting, made a comeback, they're not winning this game. Because the changeup, I hear that his changeup was off the charts. Listen, he's not Pedro Martinez, who's, by the way, I think the greatest changeup pitcher of all time, no question, because his stuff is literally. But back to Rafael Montero. At some point, you gotta send him to the Triple League or tell him goodbye, because the Mets cannot afford to lose so much games now. They really can't. They really can't afford to lose so much games. They really gotta find a way to get back to 500 and pitch better. Seth Lugo been all right, and Zach Wheeler. Let's just face it, Zach Wheeler is just been awful. What else is new? But what I like from the Mets, from Thursday, let's go back to Thursday. That was a good win. Because they would have lost that series to the Cardinals, and I don't know how many times we'd be writing them dead. Well, let's just say they battle back. But one thing I like about this Mets team, they will find a way to fight. Because we've seen it multiple times in this series that they will bounce back and they're willing to be competitive. But the hole is too deep, but they can make it happen. As I alluded to, the problem is too much. They wasted too much time to get back to 500. And now when they wait to get back to 500, it might be too little too late. Because they got to they got to get the Diamondbacks. They got to climb against the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. And the Cardinals, the Pirates, and the Pirates is on a hot winning streak, so they have a lot to get in store. And real quickly, before we sign off, how Jordan Spieth, I'm not a golf person except when I watch the Masters, but that was unbelievable. It really was. that remind me of the 1999, maybe the 1999 Australian or U.S. or the British Open. I'm not too sure, but I know it was an Open, and the way how he hit the ball, when he hit the ball, I said to myself, he's not winning this. And to come back the way he did, you can't make this stuff up. You really can't make this stuff up. You really can. And you got to give him a ton of credit for making him that's why folks, you don't give, that's why this is a lesson. You don't give up on games, no matter what sport it is. And golf is probably, I would say, probably the easiest sports. But to what Jordan Spieth did, I gotta tell you, that was impressive. That was really, really impressive and unbelievable. And you can't write this stuff up. You really can't. And when you see that, your jaw just drop, and you just say, did that just happen? Did that just happen? All right, one final note. I want to spend a little time on the NBA or Cleveland. Why do not try to trade LeBron James? Don't try. If you're trying to first of all, I'll focus on selling tickets at this point. Do not try to rebuild a team that's already successful. It doesn't make sense. Your team just won the title 2 years ago, a year ago, and you're going to try to rebuild it for what? You're not the New York Knicks. You are the class of the AFC. You're the class of the Eastern Conference right now, and you're going to break it up over that? Come on. Unbelievable. All right, on that note, that's going to do it for Drew Mania. I will have episodes posted on Facebook. Don't forget, if you go to LIU Brooklyn, listen to my show every weekday afternoon from 3 to 6 p.m. right here on WLIUBK. We are Brooklyn's best LIU's finest. Until then, I'm Andrew Perry. I am signing out. Till then, shalom. As always, shalom. Let peace go with you. I'll talk to you sometime. Take it easy, everybody.